Welcome, beautiful people, and thank you for joining us on Till the Wheels Fall Off, a podcast by Two Faux Couple. I'm Matt.
And I'm Paige.
And we're here to inspire others, to bring you guys into our lives and tell you a little bit about our journey. Over 20 years together, we've learned a few things.
We're going to work toward being the best version of yourself possible. We're going to dig into building a positive mindset, discuss mental health, addiction recovery, improving fitness, building businesses, and insight into what it takes to navigate life today.
Welcome back to another episode of Till the Wheels Fall Off, where today we're going to talk about resetting your day, how to reset your day, and what that means, ways that we go about it, and the benefits of doing that. So we'll start with this. Have you ever had a bad day? Or did the day have a bad you?
Ooh.
It's a thought to ponder there for a moment. I actually saw this in a meme. I'd had the thought before, but someone memed it first, so I have to give them credit for it. But it's an interesting thought. Did I have a bad day, or did the day have a bad me? Did I put my best foot forward today and provide the energy that was needed for me to succeed today? Interesting thought. So, of course, we've had bad days. Everyone's had a bad day. But have you ever had one and then you felt like you were just a magnet for negativity throughout the rest of the day?
Yep.
It's like when one bad thing happens, it snowballs. It's just like this negative snowball rolling downhill, and you can just see every horrible thing that's going on in your life, like in one moment. Everyone knows this feeling. Happens a lot. So rather than leaning into the negativity, give yourself permission to restart your day at any time. Anytime. You're not bound by the laws of nature when the sun rises, that the energy of the day and your energy are carved into stone or something like that. It is not the case that the day has to start and end however it happens. Just, however it unfolds. You can choose at any point to say, I don't like where this is headed. Let me restart and try again. I've had days where I've had to restart several times.
Yep.
So we're going to talk about some days like that and what we've done to get out of it. And I think, Paige, this is a great timing because you had one of these days on Saturday.
I did.
What happened on Saturday?
It was awful. And then it was great. So I woke up. It was fine. Everything was okay until our son decided to be a little turd.
Kids can be the cause of a lot of bad days.
Yeah. So Matt was at work. He had to work that day. And usually those days kind of spiral out of control for me. I don't know why, but it just happens that way. But our son was kind of being a jerk about going to baseball, and he was telling me how I'm a mean mom, and he said, you used to be a nice mom. Now you're mean. I'm like, okay, kid, whatever. That means I'm doing my job. Right. So, he was getting angry and I was getting angry. He was being really ugly to me. And I just felt like my day was trash. So we ended up going to the store, and I bought a new phone case for my new phone that I was pretty pumped about, and I got home and I was like, all right, I'm going to reset my phone. Everything's great. And then Matt walks in the door and he's like looking at my phone case and he goes, that's not the right one. And I was like, what? So what did I do? I threw the phone case across the room.
Who throws things?
Yes, I did. This is rare for me. Okay. I mean, I have my bad days, but I lost my crap.
Felt good though, didn't it?
In the moment, I was like, shit. And then I threw my hat because I was so angry. So it wasn't the phone case that pissed me off. It was just everything seemed to be happening that was not in my favor. So I ended up going to the bathroom. I was crying and I was like, I just need a timeout because I feel like I'm going to lose it on somebody else.
And so from my perspective, the way I saw this unfolding was via text message. So I'm in the office and I'm handling business. And then every 15 or 20 minutes, I'd get a text and each one was like, the kid's being a jerk. Then the next one's like, okay, now we can't find his belt. And he's being an even bigger jerk. And now we're here and it's like, the weather's not right. It's too hot outside. I hate this. And then it's, one thing after another, and I can just see this unfolding, and I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, I was being super negative about everything that was happening.
And and this is what happens to me too. So I'm not speaking critical of you. This is what happens to us as people whenever we have something bad happen. We can choose at some point to let every bad thing snowball.
Yeah.
And then it just takes over the day. And before you know it, you've had a terrible day. But the day is just the day. Each day has challenges of its own, and it's up to us to meet them. We can choose to let them affect us the way you did Saturday, or we can take some action.
And we can take each scenario too and look at it differently.
Yeah.
It's not all in one. Does that make sense?
We'll get to how you got out of this shortly. But when we have a bad morning, like you have, more often than not, we start to feel the day, we let the day get to us.
Yeah.
And you just become a magnet for this negative actions and, this energy.
Like, okay, this is just my day. But it's crap.
Here's the trick though. And this is something that it's tough to realize in the moment, but it's just your perception of the day. The day is just the day. It's not good or bad. It's just a day. I heard it put in an AA meeting when I was about a month sober, complaining about life and something that was going on. This guy looked at me and he said, dude, the bird didn't shit on your windshield. The bird just shit.
Boom. I love that one.
It was like the most profound thing I'd ever heard. And it was hilarious. It was so deep too.
It is.
Bad things don't happen to me. Life doesn't do bad things to me. Life just happens. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I'm in the way. And that's life, right?
Right.
Like it's no one's out to get us. Like the universe isn't out to punish us. It's all about our perception of those events and then what we choose to do about them. That's the game changer.
Yep.
That's what makes a great mindset. So on today, actually the day we're recording this, I woke up funky. I don't know why. I slept great. I've had a day off, so I was well rested, like mentally and emotionally. I just felt off. I don't know what it was. I just felt off. I was, reading through my morning meditations and stuff like that. And I couldn't get right. And I hadn't exercised yet and I didn't want to. The last thing I wanted to do. I made myself do it though. And what did I say when I was going to do it? I'm going to get my mind right.
Yep.
It wasn't, I'm going to go get a good workout. It was, I'm going to go get my mind right.
Yep.
That's what I said. And then
you did.
Afterward, my mind felt clear. I felt okay. I felt accomplished. And then a positive outlook for the rest of the day. And then that snowballs in the right direction. So this is something that athletes are really great at. You listen to, those interviews after like a post game or something like that. Sometimes they're really hard to listen to.
Yeah.
But there are little quips that you can catch. There's good stuff in here. Athletes are known to have, the great ones anyway, a short memory. They can compartmentalize the things they've done poorly and just put them in a box in their mind. And then the rest of the 90% or whatever left of their brain is just focused on what I have to do next to be great.
Yeah.
What do I have to do next to be successful? Forget that negative stuff. That happened. It's in the past. What do I got to do now to be successful? So have a short memory. That really helps. You have to give yourself permission to restart. It's okay not to be perfect. And I know for me, that's what I struggle with. It's like, I'm the mindset guru. I'm supposed to be great at this.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be having a bad day. I shouldn't. The fact of the matter is that what makes me a quote unquote guru is that I know what to do to get out of it.
It's kind of all or nothing too, if you think about it.
Yeah, it's an all or nothing thought.
Yeah. Because if you're like, I'm having a really bad day, okay, that's it. I'm not even going to try to have a better
I'm done.
day. I'm done. That's it. It's already screwed.
Yeah. So if you screamed at your kids this morning and you made a fool of yourself and you felt bad afterward, address it, make amends. You're allowed to make mistakes and move on. Simply put. So why do we need this? If we allow negativity to consume us and run our day, we're making a decision at that point.
Yep.
We have created a thought pattern that when the day gets negative, I'm going to keep going that direction. But the fact of the matter is that it's our fault and it's our responsibility to dictate the terms of the day. The day will throw all kinds of stuff at you, and you've got to have a tool to deal with each and every one of them. And restarting the day teaches us about accountability and owning our part in our emotions and what we show the world. That's a big piece of this. It's my side of the street clean, right? I tell people this all the time. I haven't been cut off in traffic in 9.5 years. It coincides with the day I got sober. You know why? I just let them in now.
Yep.
I haven't been cut off because I just let them in. People are going to act a fool on the road. Like road rage is a big one for people. I was reading an article about it this morning. But we have a decision to react. You can react and retaliate, or you can just step back and say, man, that ain't worth my peace of mind today. Let it go. He must be going through something. I don't know. Maybe he's rushing to get to the hospital. There's no telling. But we don't have to give in to that stuff. So what we show the world through our emotions and our actions is up to us. So without the skill of restarting, you're basically just subject to the whims of the world and the random events that can make or break you. Like, think about how crazy that is. Like, anything could happen any given day.
Right.
And you're just going to roll with that rather than take action. Like, it's insane when you put it in terms like that, but this is how the brain tends to operate. I don't know why, but restarting your day returns the power back to us. And over time, that action creates discipline, and it creates a new sense of confidence to know that when you wake up, no matter what happens, you're going to have a great day because it's your decision.
Yeah.
It's no one else's decision. It's your decision.
And it takes a lot of practice too. It's not going to happen every time. Like,
No.
you can reset your day over and over again. It's going to take a lot of practice.
Sometimes I've had to reset my day 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Because stuff just happened.
Yeah.
Didn't happen to me, it just happened. And I'm like, wow, that threw me for a loop. Now I'm irritated again. Let me restart again. It's okay.
Yep.
At the end of the day, I look at my day and it was positive for much longer than it was bad.
Right.
And that's the point here. So this is kind of a way to say that our perception is our reality. We can't change reality. We can't change the fact that it's hot today. We can't change the fact that the mailman was late and didn't get my package here. But we can change our perception. And when we change our perception, we then in turn change reality.
Mm-hmm.
Your perception is your reality. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
When we change our perception of the events unfolding, you do in fact change your reality.
Yes, you do.
Reality, you cannot change the fact that there are outside forces that are control. You can't. It's bigger than you. You can't do anything about it. You can spend your life trying. This is one of the reasons why I drank, which we'll get to in another episode. But if you're a control freak like me, this is a tough one. Believe me, I'm not preaching this like it's just so easy. It's just, believe me, I get it. So what are some methods that you use, Paige, to restart your day? What are some things that you've done?
Okay, so one of the first things that I actually like to do is breathe. Never underestimate the power of a good breathing exercise. Because when you start breathing, you're actually taking your mind off of whatever is going on and you're focusing it just on your breath, and it calms your nervous system. Like, it calms you down.
Yeah, there are studies that show that an increase in oxygen that helps calm you down.
Right.
These big breaths partly do that. And then, like you said, more importantly, it's the piece that you're not focusing on what's driving you crazy. You're just focusing on something else.
Because we are addicted to our thoughts, and we can become obsessed over our thoughts. So whenever you pause for a moment and you breathe, you're taking that away. So we do this breathing exercise. It's box breathing. So you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold it for 4 seconds, and you release it for 4 seconds. And you do this as many times as you need to feel centered. And usually it's about 5 to 6 breaths. It can take longer. I've done 10 before.
Yeah, it depends on how out of sorts you are that day.
Right. So, I mean, there's all different types. You can even look it up, all different type of breathing exercises, but that's the one that we really like to use.
That's a huge one. I always go there. That's always part of restarting my day, no matter what's going on. I don't always use all of these, but that one's always a part of it.
Yep.
So the other one that's tougher for some people, is tough for me, I know this in the beginning, is giving myself permission to restart. Yes. I'm such a perfectionist that I think that when I wake up, my day's supposed to be perfect. I'm supposed to know how to handle things. I'm supposed to just have a great day. I'm supposed to do all these things, right? This is this expectation I put on myself.
I don't like that word, supposed.
When my level of acceptance is less than my expectations of the world, no, I said that wrong. When my expectations exceed my acceptance of the world, I tend to have a bad day.
Yeah.
When my expectations are higher than my acceptance. So I have to get those things back into line. One of the things I do is I give myself permission to make mistakes.
Yep.
I say to myself, Matt, okay, we didn't have the best morning. It's okay. We know what we did wrong. Now let's just restart it. And if we hurt anybody in the meantime doing that, we just make amends. Mm-hmm. So there are times where I've just been completely rude to Paige or one of the kids or someone that works for me or someone who just happened to get in my way that morning. And I owe them an amends. And in doing that, I've righted that wrong. And then I've given myself permission. Okay, now moving forward, here's what we're going to do different. After the breathing, I give myself permission. It's okay. It's okay that I had a bad morning. It's okay I had a bad afternoon or a bad evening or a bad moment. And now we move forward.
Right.
What else do you got?
Make a gratitude list. You can set aside about 5 minutes with just a piece of paper and a pen and write down a few things that you're grateful for.
These are huge.
Yeah.
It sounds corny, but it works. Just try it. It works.
Yep. Exercising Of course. I know a lot of people say that and it's like, oh my gosh, go exercise. But seriously, it gets your endorphins up and it changes your mood.
It does. Like there's science behind this. And I think that more so it's just typically something people don't want to do. And in forcing yourself to do something you don't want to do, you kind of overcome something in your mind and you feel accomplished and just a sense of pride and confidence.
Yes.
Having said that, do not dwell. There's no need to dwell on your imperfect day. It kind of goes back to giving yourself permission. Don't dwell on it. Don't sit there in remorse like, oh, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe it. So what? You make mistakes. Accept that.
Accept it and move on.
You're an imperfect human. It's
Absolutely.
okay. We all are.
It's not negative to make a mistake.
No one walking amongst us is perfect.
No.
Nobody.
Nope.
It's okay if you're not too.
Yep. One of the next big ones is meditation. So one Saturday I was having a really rough day and Matt and I went into the bedroom and meditated for like 15 minutes and it completely reset my day. It was amazing.
I remember that. That was over the summer. I remember that.
Yeah.
We sat in the bed and just got everything right and restarted and it was excellent. A change of scenery can help sometimes. Going for a walk. So if you're at the office and this happens, you're kind of limited, but you can go for a walk outdoors or on your lunch break, you can take a little longer route and go for a drive with the thought that, okay, I'm resetting. I just need to get out of my environment for a moment, take a breath, think about the things I'm grateful for, and just get out of that environment at that moment. Another thing that helps is affection.
Yes.
If you're at home. So this happened to Paige on Saturday. So Paige is an HSP and affection means a ton to her. So I got home and the first thing I did was I went upstairs. This is after she threw the phone case and lost her mind and ran to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I went upstairs to check on the kids. I'm like, hey guys, were you the victims of wrath this morning? And they're like, yeah, she was really mad, man. Like it was crazy. I'm like, it's okay. So we did some box breathing. I said, it's okay. You know, mom and dad are not perfect people. You have bad mornings sometimes too. Let's just see how we can be helpful to her for the rest of the day. Let's just try that. We took some breaths and I went downstairs and, you know, Paige is coming out of the bathroom disheveled and upset. And I just grabbed her and just held her. I don't know how long I held you for, but it felt like a long let's just breathe together. Let's just breathe. And it took about, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes tops.
Yeah.
And then afterward, it was like this renewed sense of like, okay, this is going to be a great day. We ended up having one of the best memorable days that I can remember.
Yep.
Like I'll remember that day forever.
Right.
It was incredible.
There was something about that hug and that connection and just the breathing together and feeling like I wasn't alone that really it was like immediate. It was insane how my mood just changed from a hug and breathing.
Yeah. So if you're the person in need of a hug, find someone. If you see someone in need of a hug, give it. If you can, right? Don't do this in the workplace and you're going to get me written up or something like that. All these have one thing in common. They're taking action. Listen to this and repeat it. You cannot think yourself into right acting. You must act yourself into right thinking. You're not going to fix your problems with the same brain that created them in the first place without taking a different action. Ooh. Our brains are broken. I have to fire mine on a weekly basis, right?
Daily.
I don't trust him. He's bad at his job sometimes. Sometimes I have to take actions that lead to better thoughts because I can't trust myself to think my way out of a mess. Can't. So if you haven't already, please subscribe, leave us a review. We hope that this was helpful. The reviews help us kind of understand what we're providing, but also it helps other people who are in need of something like this find it easier. The more reviews you get, the higher up scale you go, and people in need of something like this are going to be able to find it. So share it with like-minded friends or family or anyone else you think may benefit from it. Check us out on our social media sites at TWFO_couple. That's at TUFO on Facebook at TUFO. We've got a blog at www.tufocouple.com. And let us know what you're working toward and what you need to be successful. Give us some ideas for content. And then thank you for being here with us. We've loved the journey up to this point and can't wait to see how we can grow with you guys. So having said that, I am Matt.
And I'm Paige.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.